Hi, my name is Louis Desjardins. I'm the CEO and designer of Kronos Audio Products. We're basically an analog front-end company. We offer the turntable, but also the complete analog solution from the turntable, the tone arm, the phono stage, etc., etc. So this is our business. This is what we do. Well, I've been an audiophile since my very young age of, let's say, 13 or 14 years old. And I've studied physics at the university, physics of waves. And I've always, as I said before, been an audiophile. I love music. I come from a musical family. And as I was experimenting with turntables, I came up with the idea of counter-rotation of platters to eliminate torque force induced vibrations. And from there, I built a prototype, and from the success of the prototype, I decided to offer this product to the public. It was not an idea that I had to enter the audio industry. It was more sort of an accidental entry into the market because counter-rotation was an important discovery. Well, the Kronos, we have a patent on suspended turntable with counter-rotation technology. Now, suspended turntables have the advantage of isolating the turntable from the sound of speakers and the sound of the motors. But there's an after effect of the suspension, which is the torque force induced vibrations. When the platter rotates, the subchassis wants to rotate with it, and then it enters the two forces, the suspension force and the torque force meet each other, and there's a vibration that ensues because these forces are not exactly stable throughout time. And so Kronos is different because it uses a secondary platter of the same mass rotating in opposite direction at the same speed to eliminate the torque force. We're the only turntable to have this, and because this effect, the torque force induced vibration, is an important effect, Kronos has a sound that is distinctly different than that of other turntables. We believe it's the sound that most closely matches the sound of an open reel master tape. Well, of course, the Pro is the flagship model. So if somebody wants to have the utmost fidelity in reproduction, the field of closest to the music, Pro is the most advanced turntable available in the market today. Now, Sparta is also very attractive because it presents our technology at a lower budget price that makes it available to a wider range of people. Our sales, though, show that Pro has the same amount or slightly more sales than Sparta, which means that people in this marketplace are looking for the utmost quality. Well, vibration control is very, very important, of course. A turntable is a device that reads a vibration in a groove, and this vibration is the music. And that vibration read by the stylus is transferred into electrical signals and sent to the speakers. So any kind of parasitic vibration will affect the playback. For a turntable company, the best sound is the sound that matches the closest the sound of the original master tape on the original mastering machine. So if it's easier than in designing speakers, because in speakers, how do you compare one speaker to another speaker? Which one is right, which one is wrong? In the case of turntables, it's much simpler because you can do an A and B comparison between, let's say, a test pressing and an original master on the original mastering machine. And you can see if you're getting closer or further away from the actual best sound. Now, I believe that the future of two-channel audio is going through the resurgence of vinyl. I think that a lot of people got involved as audiophiles when they were younger because they bought a vinyl record collection that they've kept through all their lives. And that's kept them with the audio hobby. I believe that when you have files on a server, you're not as attached to that file library as you might be to an actual physical library. So I think that young people today, younger audiophiles today that are purchasing vinyl will more likely be the ones to continue in the audio hobby in the long term, to improve their system and have their system evolve with their LP library. I'm not sure that happens with files. Well, I would say that the most important part to me is to discover the wealth of music culture, recorded music culture. There's been fantastic recordings done over the past 50, 60 years. There's a wealth of library. And I think that rather than listening to, let's say, cables or speakers, the best thing is to really listen to music and get into it more and more. So it may not matter the size of your system. It may not matter how complex it is. I think what matters more is how much music enjoyment you get out of it, and that you have music as part of your life.